Hello and welcome to DG Brothers. I'm Louis and this is episode 22 of DGCraft, my weekly series on this channel. If you're new to the channel and end up enjoying this video, then why not subscribe and help a small YouTuber grow. In the last episode we finished Cat's Hotel. As you can see here, we got the restaurant, we got the bar, we got everything, yeah? And in this episode, I am going back to my own base. I'm gonna ask Zilrin if he wants to help me do some decoration around my base. And then I'm gonna make a much better storage room in the basement of my base. So let's do that. And I am now here with Zilrin, and I think he has approved the river. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Looks great.
So it is Zilrin approved, so I couldn't be any more proud of this build. So there's not much we're gonna add or change here, but we are gonna make the area around the base itself more pretty. Paths around and some small huts and stuff, and maybe do an elixir hut.
Yes.
We played around with a lot of ideas and went back and forth with some designs, so we could not time-lapse it. But we have done a lot, so let's start off by looking at the map. And I actually think it's already updated. Yeah, there we go. Maybe this one needs to update as well. And I actually think we're close enough. Yeah, there we go. So that is how it looks now. So let's go out there and have a look at it. And there we have it. First off, I have done some decoration around the nether portal. So that the nether kind of overflows into the overworld. And in my opinion, this looks really awesome. I'm really proud of that. I did that myself. Wowza. Then we added some cactus and everything, and Zilrin made this elixir shop here with an elixir bottle out here, which looks really cool in my opinion. Ouch, that was a cactus. But yeah, this is how it looks. And you can go inside, and I can do all my potion stuff in here. He made these heads as well. This looks really cool. And then I can put a villager in here who I can buy the potion stuff from. So this is a very neat little shop I got here. Very, very cool. And over here, as you can see, we did the paths all the way around. And I've added some pumpkins down to the river as well. So I need to update the maps over there. But that looks really, really cool. It's very detailed now and I absolutely love it. If I can say so myself. And now these houses, you might recognize these if you have watched the Christmas special that we did back in December, because this is a variant of the elf's house. Zilrin did this as well. He designed these houses all by himself. They're very, very tiny. There are 2 floors actually, and you can get inside them. And so this must be the elf's summer houses. And they're very cozy to have here. Really no usage, but I just love the design of them and it fits in here. It's very cozy to have them here. Then we also spoke about having a house down there and maybe making the sugarcane lake into some kind of oasis. And also a small decorational hut over there at that pillar. But I am saving that for another episode. I could do it myself in this episode, but I'm choosing to wait for Zilrin so that he can actually either do it or help me do it, because I love his design ideas and I think he should be the one doing it. I love having his builds mixed in with my own. So yeah, this is what we've been doing here this week, and I absolutely love my base. I'm so proud of this thing. I mean, the way it expands all around it, it's so pretty. In the video before the last one, I asked you guys for some name suggestions for these farm animals that I got here by the river. And Crab suggested that I called one of the pigs Bacon. So there we go, that is Bacon. Thank you so much for the suggestion. And going by that thought, I am now calling this one Mutton, and this one is gonna be named Steak. This is a bit dark, but they don't know what it is, right? I don't hope so. But thank you so much for the suggestion. And if you have any name ideas for the last cow and the last sheep, maybe also for the chicken, I don't know if they actually stay here, but we can name them, why not? And also cat names. I would still love to hear some suggestions for all the cats that I have. But yeah, again, thank you so much for the suggestion. Now we have bacon, mutton, and steak over there. And now it's finally time to do something about this storage room. It is no secret that it is hella boring, and it certainly has its flaws. Now, first of all, there's a system here that I'm not satisfied with, and as you can see, I've already done a little bit. I started it when I realized that I hadn't recorded this bit yet. But there's also the problem with only having workbenches up here. Well, I still think this is a neat design, but when I'm down there, I have to run back and forth if I want to use a workbench, and that is not working. Having a lot of ovens in the floor. Again, it looks fine, but yeah, I really want to change this design. I want to expand it a little bit in that direction so I can have all the storage close to the base itself. And then I will have a super smelter here. We're gonna have a better trash bin. Was there anything else I wanted to add? Yes, I want some more of these workbenches like the anvil and all that stuff down here as well. So I got everything gathered at the same place. So there's a lot to do down here. So let's just crack on with that. So first off, as you can see here, I wanted to redo the whole floor. I actually think this design was kind of okay, but again, the workbenches are not spread out enough and it could look a lot more cool than it already does. So I am removing everything and then putting it up again. I'm also changing the layout a little bit so the elevator is one block lower because that it's gonna look really cool in the end. And I'm removing the floor in the whole room. This is gonna be a complete makeover on the floor department. Next up, I am expanding the basement in this direction because I want all the storage to be closer to the entrance and the elevator, of course, so I don't have to run that far every time I want to get something. The first thing that I'm gonna build in this time lapse is this corner where I'm gonna have my workstation. And as you can see there, I forgot to empty the chests before I started recording. But with all that out of the way, you can now see that I have the whole workstation with the cauldron, the stone cutter, workbench, and so forth. So now I have everything gathered and it's much easier to build stuff in the basement. And here comes the first storage. This is the expansion that I just did, and I'm gonna store dirt and sand, transportation, redstone, flowers and dye and plants and everything over here. Then I wanted to redo this storage that I already had because everything is just one long line, so I have to run really far and it's not that sorted. So first off, I'm doing a wood section where I can actually divide all the different types of wood in each owned chest. Another thing that I use really much is glass and iron, of course, so that has its own section as well. And then I basically just redid this kind of design, first off with stone and cobblestone, and then with the andesite, diorite, and granite. Then it was time for a new section in the storage room, and that is the nether section. I never really sorted these kind of blocks, so it's really about time, and I think this looks really cool. And now I actually have everything sorted so I can find whatever I need. The last part of the storage is for all the random stuff, for the endstone, for the prismarine, and for the purple blocks. So now I have that. I'm not gonna use that very often, so that's why it's all the way over in this corner. And then of course I also needed a storage for all the mob drops, so this is where I have all that. And finally, this is where I'm gonna put my super smelter. It's not that big, so it's not that super, but it's super enough for me at least. I'm not gonna smelt that much that often, so this is just perfect for me. It works as it should, and it also looks pretty cool. And here is a fail where I can't get this minecart going, and apparently I chose not to use my brain. But yeah, there we go, and let's see it all as it is as a finished project. Alright, and this is now how it looks in the end. I am so proud of this design. It looks a lot better, and with all the pillars, it looks more supported. It's not just a square, and it is actually lit up without having 1,000 lanterns in the roof. So as you can see here, this looks a lot more nice than it did before. Of course, I needed to use the sandstone as this facade is of the sandstone, but I actually think it works really good with the black stone as floor. I still got this little section here, which is really nice. I got the workstation as you saw, and then everything is divided down here. Then I also still have a trash bin, which also works as a lighting source, so I can just throw everything in here if I don't need it, and then it will be burned up in this lava here. And yeah, this is how it looks, and I think it looks really, really good. I'm super proud of it. It took like 1,000,000,000 years to do because I had to empty all the chests and then fill them up once again. And then of course my super smelter here, I can click this and then it will not pop out of that menu because they are not going too far away. So this is super good. I absolutely love this. And then they go around all the time. The river going over to cat space has also been upgraded a little bit. I had to move it and now it sticks in here, which I think looks really good. And then this section is also pretty cool, yeah. Now you might be wondering, what about all the treasures? Where are your diamonds? Where are your gold? Where is all that good stuff? And I have been working on another little secret here, so yeah, there we go. I got a hidden stairway here down to this place. And yeah, it doesn't look that good, and it doesn't have to because it's a secret room. But I got my dragon egg and dragon head down here, and I got all my riches down here, and of course all my player heads as well. So yeah, this is my new storage room, and it's 1,000,000,000 times better than it was before. I should have done this well right in the beginning of this series, to be honest. But yeah, this is how it looks now, and I'm super proud of it, and I hope you like it as well. Please let me know down in the comments below if you think this is a good basement, a good storage room, because I certainly do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the links in the description, and why not also join my Discord community. With all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching.